All right, today we're going to do a couple things. I'm going to have you guys set up your planner today, and then you're going to do your homework assignment. So first thing we want to do is we want to go and get our planner set up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the App Store, and once you get to the App Store, what you're going to type in is the word notebook. And when you hit that, Notebook is going to appear. There's going to be some different options up there. The one that I want you to use, though, is this one right here. That is called Notebook, and it's got the little book on it. Go ahead and add it to your apps. And when you get it, what it's going to look like is this little icon right here that says Notebook. Double click on it, and what it'll do is it'll open it up for you, and what it'll have on there is and of course you want to accept the app, and then once it loads it for you, what it's going to have is going to have a default book and my public book, or you can create new books. How it works is if you click new books, you can see that there's different variations of books here. So let's say I click one. These are your new planners that you're creating. So for instance, this one may be math, if I can spell right, and you hit save. And now you've got math. Now your default one, you may want to go down to the little arrow and call this one English 3 if you want, and hit save. As you can see, these things are always available to you, and they are subject related. So let's double click in, and the way it's set up is these are your labels that are available to you. So this one here is your first label that's got stuff that you can add to the labels on. And you can always delete it if you wish, or you can add a new one. So if we hit the plus sign, we're creating a new note that would add to page 2. Okay, and if you add another one, you can go to page 3, page 4, and on those notes, these are the notes that you would be creating. So you could type over here, taking notes, blah blah. So to add, though, when you look at these things, if you look at this right here, it says paging view. This will allow you to see all the pages, and you can go to the next page if they're there. Remember, we just had 3 sections of new notes, and that's where these pages come into play. Okay, this right here will allow you to show when you create the time, when you modified it, all those good things. This here will allow you to create a new tab. So let's say we're going to create some new tabs. We're going to create notes. We're going to create daily assignments. We're also going to create sustained reading. So sustained reading log to start off with, and we'll create more as we go along, and you can see how they're being created. So when you click on them, it goes straight to your notes. So right now it's empty, and so you can start typing in information on those notes right over here. And so, you know, let's say the first notes we're going to be taking will be over the Crucible, or I should say the Salem witch trials. And you can start creating it. Same thing for daily assignments. Now if you look at this, you can put pictures in here, you can insert emoticons, you can send this to your email if you want. If you want to mail this note to you, you can change your font, you can even change the font size. So it has all the basic features that you need to keep in your journal, okay, or your note. When you're done, you've got it set up here. You can look down here on the page, and you can check your settings. If you want to make sure that you can change your theme on it, so you can go and change your theme. If you want to change the pictures, those are built-in themes. You can pay for some, but I suggest you don't have to do that. You can export it anytime you want, send note by email, and then of course you have your basic information, which is up here, that you can have also. It tells you what you have available to you when you registered and that kind of thing. This here is basically whether you log out or you can go to the home page, and then once it's set, you can delete it also. Okay, this is the Chrome store that you have your information from. It gives you examples of what some of the books look like from Notebook and how to utilize the program. It's very self-explanatory and very easy. This is going to be our planner, and this is what I want you to set up today. Now, once you have that done, now it's time to go to work. Again, you can go to your apps, and you're going to go to your PDF viewer, which you have, which you should have downloaded for your program. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be opening it for the first time. So let me type that in real quick and get it set up. Notebook, PDF, viewer. Let me download it real quick. Not notebook. Notable. Get that downloaded. Okay, so now that I got that for this, what I want to do is open that up and begin my PDF look. So there's my Notable. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to find basically my PDF that I have saved for our class just recently. Now, you got all this information. You don't have to sign in or anything like that if you don't want to. Just click the X and begin finding it for yourself. And so it'll look for any PDFs that you have available to you that are online or set up. So what I'd like for you to do is open up your PDF, and from there, what I'm going to have you do is it's going to come up here, and we are going to go to page 29 to do our homework assignment today. So ultimately what we'll do is we'll have the assignment where we read 3 stories yesterday, and it's the questions to that illustrates all 3 stories. Okay, so once this thing loads, and it takes a second, but once it does, down here in the right hand corner, right in here, you'll be able to put the page number and get close to where you need to be. So like I said, it was page 29 in the book. So if I put 29 and hit OK, which it may not be. Okay, so let's see what actual page it is. Let's go to 35 and 50. Unfortunately for PDF, it puts all your stuff into play also. Okay, so we're going to be around 63 maybe. Well, I'm getting closer here. How about 78? Okay, page 14. So if we're on 29, we're 15 more pages, so we're around 1593 maybe. There's my math. All right, so this is basically page 29. That's going to be page 93 on your PDF. And so we are doing questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. Okay, so again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9, and we're doing that. It's also on the board in the back room. And what you'll need to do is you'll also need to open up your app, which is probably going to be the one that's called Google Docs. And so what you'll be doing is answering these questions. So in which origin myth is the creation of the earth unintentional or almost an accident? And what I want you to do is when you're answering this, you would type in let's do a new document. You'll be typing in 1 and then A, and then you'll be answering that question. Then when you get to the next one, it'll be B, because when you look at the PDF, it has an A and a B, so I know which one you're answering. Keep in mind, you have to answer in complete sentences, or I'm going to take off. You'll already miss it if you're not answering in complete sentences. No half answers. So if it says, in which origin myth is the creation of the earth unintentional or almost an accident, that's probably, and I'll give you that answer real quick because we're practicing. It's basically the world on the turtle's back is an accident because she falls from the sky and needs to create it in order to survive or live. And that'd be like the answer to A. So as you look at this also, notice that number 5 has a chart. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 and 4. So when you go here, let's say you've got number 2, number 3, and now you're on number 4. Now you're on number 5. So number 5 requires a chart. So you go to Insert, and you go to Table, and you'd have, there's 4, 4, and 4. Now you've got the chart set up. You can go here in Details, Turtle's Back, and you've got Details, Turtle's Back, Grizzlies, and Navajo. And so you've got your chart set up that you can start putting the information in. Well, this one here has patterns, symbols, and characters. So you would do the same thing. Patterns, symbols, I think it said characters, perhaps. Yes. And so you would just put those in there. And this will expand as you type so that your chart will set up. Okay? And that's basically how you do this. When you're done with this, save it. Okay? And then what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll have it set up and ready to roll for you, is next, once you have this saved, and you're going to have to go to File, and you're going to have to download it as a Word document. So when you're done, you're going to download it as a Word document. It's going to ask you where you want to save it, which of course is going to save automatically in your downloads. Then I want you to go to your classroom, okay? So go to the online classroom, and this is where you're going to get set up now, because it should work this time. Let's pray. You're going to go to second period English. You're going to type this in when you go in. So it's Y5L, Y3I. Okay, so you want to write that down, and then you're going to type it in. Once you do, there's going to be a homework assignment right here that's going to be available to you that I'm going to put in, and you are going to turn it into there. Okay, so again, you're going to go into your class, your Google Classroom, and turn it in. All right. Hopefully there won't be any questions, and I'll work with you guys if you get to that point and you get it done and ready to turn in today. And that's it. Good luck.